Hi, this is the ANKER self-powered selfie stick. Now, what's unique about this selfie stick is it doesn't require any batteries whatsoever. It takes the power from your phone to use to operate the shutter button on the selfie stick. Now, this is the plain packaging that it comes in, obviously by ANKER, and it says selfie stick. On that side we have nothing. On the back side we have industry leading technology, worry-free warranty for 18 months. We have 99% positive feedback, battery powered, even though it isn't, but it goes discover more essentials for your mobile phone life. But basically they're saying that ANKER does battery, audio products, protection products from ANKER. On the other side we have nothing. And the bottom it goes we have hope you never have the need, but if you do, our service is friendly and hassle-free. And there's a number for you to phone in the US and the time, and also a email address to write to. Up the top we have nothing. So inside the box we have a little card to say if you're not happy with the product or if you're happy with the product. So it's a little card, happy with the product, or if you're not happy with the product, you can contact ANKER themselves, either via the phone, email, etc. So that's what we have there. And next we have a little support booklet here, an instruction booklet and welcome guide. That's what we have here, and it's written in English and in Chinese as well. Just basic instructions showing you how to set up your phone to the selfie stick. And last of all we have the selfie stick itself. Now it's quite a thin selfie stick in the way of the diameter of the handle is quite thin. It's about 7 inches long, I would say, and I've got medium sized hands, and you can see it can fit into a handbag, no problem, or into a backpack, no problem, a pocket of a backpack or a bag, etc., or even just your coat pocket, no problem, because of its slenderness and slimline, how it is. As I says, the unique feature with this is that it doesn't require a battery at all, so there's no ports on it that you can plug power into it at all to charge it. It doesn't require that. Instead it uses this 3.5mm jack to plug into your phone. Now the problem is, if you've got an older phone, such like I'm going to use my iPhone SE, it still has a headphone jack. Now with new phones you don't have a headphone jack, but what you'll get is an adapter. Now if you've got the adapter here for the headphone jack, then you just simply plug that into the adapter. Now looking at the phone mount, I'll take that out there. What we have is all rubber construction round here and rubber round here. The phone mount is general plastic and it is spring loaded, as you can see. Now this can take up to the largest width phones, such as your iPhone Pluses and Maxes, and also your Samsung phones as well, like the notes, they can be fitted into here as well. And as I said, your plus phones. So large phones can fit in here, no problem. So we go around, we have a storage for the 3.5mm cable, and that can be moved right round one of the arms or transferred to another arm, so it can be taken off and placed on the other arm of the holder. So depending on the orientation of your phone, which way you have where the connector is, so it doesn't matter. So that's storage for that. So I'll take that out. Next we have here is the adjustment. Now it's quite a stiff adjustment to it here. It's quite stiff. And then we have a screw here, tightening screw to hold it in there. So if we don't want it moving, we just simply tighten with that screw, that thumb screw there, and that will keep it in position. When you want to flex it again or to move it, just unloosen the screw, and as you can see, you can move it. Now the selfie stick goes from 120, well below 120 because it folds in on itself, but it's 120 it goes to. And when you're finished and you want to store it, you don't store it that way, you store it that way. So that's how it's stored. So it's stored in on itself like so. You have a little rubber tab here at the top, so when you're placing your phone in, instead of have to push your phone in, you can just simply hold and then slide your phone in. That's what that rubber tab is up there for. Now at the bottom we have a blue, and it sounds like metal, a blue metal base here. Now these do come in other colours. You'll get them in black, a gold and a red and a blue. So they do come in other colours, and the button up here will be the same colour as whatever the base is here. So if it's a blue base, you'll have a blue button, a gold, that would be gold at the top, etc. So it comes the same colour. And then we have a lanyard here, as you can see, normal lanyard with an adjustment positioning tightener here on there. Right, I'm going to place my phone into the ANKER selfie stick. Now what you do is, as I said, depends where your port is on your side of your phone. It's up to you whether you want to put it that way or that way around, but we'll go for that way so I can have my power buttons at the top, my volume buttons at the top, and we simply push up, place in, and the phone is in there quite tight. Now I'll turn the adjustment thumb screw there just to tighten it a bit, and now I'll take from the back, take out the power wire or cord, and I'll place it into the headphone socket there. Now as I said to you, if you've got an adapter, you'd place that into the adapter, so that will go into the adapter. I will bring up my phone's camera now. So that's on the camera settings, and what I'm going to do, I'm going to press the shutter button and it should take a picture. And that's it. Did you see the flash? It has taken a picture. Now normally you should get a volume on there, but obviously with certain and which I have noticed with certain Bluetooth or devices where you have to plug the cable in, sometimes it mutes the volume of it mutes the noise of the camera shutter, so you just get a flash on the screen when the screen will just go white and it takes the picture. So I'll do it again just to show you. That's it, and it's taking the picture. So for video, I'll press the button again and it's started the video, and if I press the button again it stops the video. Now it depends what you want in a selfie stick. I myself prefer to hear that noise of when it takes a picture, of the click click noise that it's taking a picture, or the pop noise when it's taking the video, starting the video, and the pop noise again when it stops the video. But as I said, because you're plugging it into the headphone socket, it mutes that noise. That noise is just muted straight away. But as you can see, it does that with that particular cord. Now the length from, I hope I got that in the video, from that point here to this point is just over 21 inches. So to be precise, it's 21.25 inches in length between that point and that point. Now it extends out similar to the old-fashioned, I always say the old-fashioned car aerials. It extends out, it's that kind of material, that kind of construction really, how it extends out like the old-fashioned car aerials. It does have a vein running down the middle of it, and that, to me, when they put that in there, I could be wrong. If I'm wrong, please put it in the comment section, but I think that is for strength, to give it more of a strength to it, so it doesn't tend to bend so much because of the weight of the camera, and where you're holding it, this doesn't tend to bend. So it has a vein just running down the center of the stem. And for a selfie stick from Anker, it is not too bad. I like the smoothness, how it collapses in. It collapses in quite smooth. The handle here is of a very smooth rubber, but it's a kind of rubber which I've had other items, other poles, and it's a kind of rubber that if you're holding it for long periods, this kind of rubber absorbs the sweat, if you know what I mean. It doesn't get slippy as you're getting more sweaty in your hands, depending what the weather's like. It's a kind of rubber that kind of absorbs sweat. Tends to be no vibration on this at all. It's solidly built, I give it that. For its price, it is solid, it's built solid. The only drawback which I do have with this particular selfie stick is that it doesn't have tripod feet, tripod legs on there, so you can't freestand this up, you have to hold it. And another thing is, when you're going to, this is set in landscape, and you cannot turn this particular phone mount to portrait. So it's just set in landscape, you can't turn it to portrait. If you want to turn it to portrait, you're going to have to turn the selfie stick like that. So if you want a portrait picture, you're going to have to turn the selfie stick like that. And obviously, if I loosen, just to show you. So landscape, you'd be holding it to yourself like that, at that angle. If you're taking a shot, so you'd be like that. I'll do it to the side here. You'd be like that, and you're taking your selfie shots like this. But if you want a portrait, you're going to have to turn the selfie handle like that, and then obviously readjust to take a portrait shot. So you have to do that because the phone mount doesn't adjust to a portrait. But for the price of what you pay, it's quite a good little selfie stick to take on holiday. If you want something well built and you want to last, if you're going on a long holiday and you want it to last don't know if you can go into the sea with this. I don't know if this is with seawater, probably would rust this. So I personally, if you're going to go into the sea with it, I would go no more than about waist height and try and keep it out of the water as much as possible. Even though there's no electronic in here apart from just to operate up here, just to operate the shutter button. There's no battery in here, as I said before. But if you're going to take this into the sea, I'd say make sure that you don't go anywhere no more than just up to your waist or to your belly button. Keep the water just below there, right? And then bring that into the sea, you'll be all right. But don't drop it into the sea or a pool. So you'd be all right with that. But if you want something to last through your holiday, you're taking this on holiday, you want it to last through your holiday and to bring it home and still use it, excuse me, you can't go wrong with this. It is solidly built. I'll give it that. My conclusion and opinion on the ANKER selfie stick. As I said already, if you're looking for a well-built selfie stick to take on holiday or those days out, you can't go wrong with this selfie stick. You really can't go wrong with it. Me personally, if I'm going on a long holiday and I want something to last through that holiday, and also last through that holiday, and when I bring it back, I still can get good use out of it for the rest of the year, go with this selfie stick. I know it's going to be a hassle with these latest phones which don't include the headphone jack. So the only thing you have to worry about is that you have to bring the adapter with you. But for this selfie stick, I wouldn't say, it's almost bulletproof of selfie sticks. It's almost bulletproof. That's in my opinion. If you've had one of these and it's not, and you doubt my questioning, or you think, no, he's telling you wrong here, please leave down in the comment section to let other people know what went wrong with it and why. So I'll leave that in the comment section. But as I says, to me, it's a well-built selfie stick and great to take on holidays and outings. It's something that would last. So, and you don't have to worry about either charging it or finding the battery, because if the battery goes, especially with some of these Bluetooth selfie sticks, and you're in a foreign country, do they have that particular size coin cell battery to place in it? So with this, you don't have to rely on that. So that's one thing. That's a good thing about it. The only negative thing I can say about this selfie stick, well, there's two negative things. One, you can't use it as a tripod selfie stick because there's no feet on there at all, and there is no, at the bottom, there is no attachment for a 1/4 inch thread, so you can mount it on a tripod or small mini tripod legs. There's no adapter for it at all, no 1/4 inch thread. And the next disadvantage is you have to turn the selfie stick itself, which I showed you, if you want to take portrait shots. So you have to turn the whole selfie stick to portrait shots. Them are the only two negatives which I can find. Some may say that this is a negative, this wire can get damaged, and once that's damaged, this selfie stick is useless. I can understand that, but if this is damaged, you don't have to really throw this away, because there's always the timer function on your camera, so you can still use this selfie stick but just use the timer instead, and that will take the shot. Because really all a selfie stick is supposed to do is supposed to give you that shot of fitting in a whole group, or a group of you, or you and somebody else into one shot to show you more of yourself within that shot. So even if this goes and this fails, I still wouldn't throw this selfie stick away, because you can always use the timer on it. So them are my points on there. Now, them are my points on this selfie stick and my opinion. Now, if you have this selfie stick and you had any troubles with it, or you're very pleased with it, just please leave us a little comment down in the comment section about it to let other people know about it. As I said, I paid for this selfie stick off Amazon, and I paid £8.99, and I think it's worth its money. I think that it's worth its money. Anyway, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you got any comments about it, please leave in the comment section down below. Thanks for watching.